Hello everyone, Shadow Swipe here. This is This War of Mine. It's a game I picked up on Steam a little while ago, and I've really been enjoying it. So I'm going to make a video series on it. Hopefully you guys like it and show the company that made it your love. It's 11-Bit Studios. I'm not too familiar with what they've worked on before, but I'm in love with this game. So they get all my love for this game. This game's partnered with Warchild, as you can see in the bottom left there. It's a charity that donates to children and their families in the middle of war zones. The pictures I've seen on their website, they deal with a lot of families out in the Middle East with what's happening out there. But I'm sure they deal in other places. I'm not too familiar with the charity, but go give them money either way. I'm a big supporter of charities, as long as they're legit. So yeah. Anyway, this game, This War of Mine, it's a 2D survival game placed in the middle of a war zone, which is really, really, really interesting, because not a lot of games are, viewing war from the civilian's point of view. A lot of it, you play a soldier on the front lines who's a god of war and can absorb 100 bullets. Looking at you, Call of Duty. But, yeah. I love this game. I love the concept. I love that it's actually taking a different look at these brutal conflicts. Anyway, I'm gonna start it up, and we'll see how it goes. Day 1. Fuck the war. Good statement. Okay, so this is our main safe house area. As you can see, it's a piece of shit. But you can upgrade it. You can get add-ons and stuff to make it better. You can create beds, you can create chairs, you can create, you can patch up these holes in the wall. Anyway, here we go. These are our 3 characters that we started with. When the Civil War broke out, many people thought it would only last a couple of weeks. It's been years since government military surrounded the rebels in the capital, cutting off all supply lines. The civilian population trapped in the city are suffering from hunger, disease, and shelling. Katya met both Pavel and Bruno before the war. She used to be a reporter, while Bruno had his own television cooking show. Pavel was the star of the local football team. Katya even interviewed him once. Now, they meet in dramatically different circumstances, looking for food and shelter. Alright, so we have Pavel, who's this guy. He's slightly sick, which isn't good. We have Bruno, who's a good cook. And we have Katya, who has bargaining skills. We can zoom in, and we can zoom out. Anyway, so you see, you have all these different icons. The hand means search. And search, you get herbs, components, sugar, clean water, and wood. You take them all. These are doors, obviously, and things like this, where you have the X over the door. It means that they're boarded up, and you can, well, most of the time, you can pull the boards down to gain access to that door. Left click is walk, and right click is run. So we have 2 lockpicks. That's good. We have herbs, components, sugar, wood, and lockpicks. That's good. Lockpicks are important in this game, especially for the safe house area. Because as you see here, this door's locked, so you can pick the lock there. We have 2 pieces of raw food. That's good. If you start a game and there's no raw food, you can get screwed over really quickly. We have the temperature here, we have the time, we have the day, we have our things, which is the house inventory, and we have end day, which automatically skips to the night. These big piles here, they're just in the way. They don't give you anything. They're just there to waste time. can get through them quicker if you have a shovel. So there we got electric parts and parts. Parts you use to like upgrade your workbench, which is here, which I'm going to upgrade right now. And once you get, if you get a metal workshop, you use components to, or not components, but parts to build various things from the metal workshop. So we need to make it. So he's going to spend that time building that up. Let's read these guys' bios. Okay, so we have Katya. She has bargaining skills, but she's also a coffee drinker. Which the coffee drinker stat, it doesn't do anything essentially, but if you find coffee beans, which you can use to barter and buy items, she's always using those coffee beans to make coffee, so your supply is always going down. Okay, so Katya. I grew up in the city, but went abroad to study and started working as a reporter. I had been away for years. When the troubles escalated into a war, I was picked to write reports on it. I'd have volunteered anyway. I was so anxious to check on my parents, but it was too late. I found my house in ruins. My family had disappeared. I've been looking for them ever since. So that's her. And as the days go by, stuff will be added here, more about them, more about like just what they're thinking in general. What about Bruno? Bruno, he's a smoker, and he's also a good cook. So if you find cigarettes, which again you can use to barter to get items, he's constantly smoking them, so your supply of cigarettes will go down over time. Okay, so Bruno. Before the war, I used to own a restaurant. I had my own TV show, Bruno's Cuisine. I'm sure you've seen it. I visited beautiful places where I was filmed cooking exquisite dishes. All of that seems of no importance now, don't you think? Nowadays, you're lucky to get your hands on some canned meat or a bag of rice, and who knows how long this war is going to last. And he's continuing up there, he's continuing up there, and she's not doing anything, so I can get her to work on that. And Pavel, who's still slightly sick. I have to fix that. Pavel's a fast runner. Before this whole mess began, I lived with my wife and son in the better part of the city. I haven't seen them in a long time. I hope they're okay. I'm not doing so well, as you can see. Who needs football players during war? Nobody cares about sports when every day can be their last. So I scavenged the ruins like everyone else, hoping for the best. And that's Pavel. Alright, so he finished the workbench. Let's get him to build a bed. Place that down here. We'll get him to build a bed so that we can get Pavel rested. I think the day ends at 7 or 8 p.m. I'm not too sure about that, but at night you can go out and you can scavenge through other buildings. Or you can just stay and guard your villa here. I don't know what this is, but it's huge. It's got 2 basements, 3 floors. I want this house. I want it. It will be mine. We only have 2 lockpicks, so I'm not gonna worry too much about the doors inside the house. Because, I just want, I don't know what I'm saying. Lockpicks are important in this game. That's what I was trying to say. They're, you can make them, but they take a lot. And they are relatively hard to find. Let's board up a hole in the wall. It makes it easier to defend at night if you board up the holes in the wall. I should build a stove, that's what I should do. See if we can get some food cooking, since I have 2. Yeah, you have canned food, vegetables, raw meat, and alcohol. Oh shit. Okay, so I need wood. So I'm probably gonna go out tonight. I'm gonna build a radio. Radios give you, okay, move it over, yes. Radios, they give you news on what's happening outside of your home, and gives you tips on the weather, so it tells you when it's going to get colder, when you should build a heater. I'm going to use one lockpick on this cabinet here. I think the stove gives off some heat. I'm not too sure. I haven't needed it in the time that I've played, which says something. You go rest, and then you just go sit in a chair. We don't wait, no, you can go fix that or dig that out. Okay, so the rebel leader instructed us to warn the listeners not to cross the front line. Failure to comply could result in death. Upcoming days should still be nice and warm, perfect for a stroll in the park. Despite desperate counterattacks by the rebels trying to lift the siege on Pogoren, the city remains cut off. Government forces do not allow any aid to reach the city, claiming it would end up in rebel hands. And that's it. So that's the news for day 1. Okay, that seems like it for now, so he can go sit. For recording purposes, I'm probably just gonna do 1 day, 1 night, and, I don't know, let's say, yeah, 1 day, 1 night. Sounds good for recording. That's a good 20 minutes, 19, 20 minutes, I want to say. Depending on how well scavenging goes, it could take longer. Because night, I think, is 7 or 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. We got a tank here, got a tank there. What can't I take? Just take this gun, defend my house with it. But yeah, we now have this hole in the house boarded up. Second one boards up here, and the third one boards up down here. Oh, nighttime. I didn't notice what time it was. Okay, so he's gonna sleep in the bed because he's sick. She's gonna go scavenge, and he's gonna guard the house. And we're gonna go to the shelled cottage. And we're gonna take a lockpick. Alright. So scavenging. As you can see, it's all blurry here, because we don't know that territory. We don't have sightlines on it. So I'm gonna go and peek in through the door. As you can see, sightlines open up, and I don't see anyone. I'm just gonna open up this house and see if I can unlock any doors or anything before I actually start scavenging. Go upstairs. Oh. If you see red pulse lines like this, it means that you hear something that you don't know. And there's no one in there. It means that you hear an unknown thing. Could be a person. In this case of the cottage, it's always a rat. First place you always go is shelled cottage because it gives you lots of stuff. And there's no enemies. Okay. One of the flyers dropped on the city. It reads, "This is a zone of anti-terrorist operation. Persons remaining in the city will be treated as terrorist supporters. For your own and your family's safety, leave Pogoren immediately. The army guarantees you safe passage." Not many believe them after the atrocities they had committed. So obviously, or already, setting up that the army to be the enemies and the rebels to be the good guys. Star Wars logic. Ooh, okay, so here we have 2 types of cigarettes, fertilizer, gun parts, or weapon parts, and electronic parts. Cigarettes are really good. They're good bartering items. You can get a lot with just a single cigarette. Here we have wooden components, which I don't have room for. Whoops. Yeah, we'll take 1 stack of components. I just want to see what else there is in the house first. But as you can see, there's these weird pulse lines coming off the character. There's just wooden components. The pulse lines are like sound. So if you run, you see the pulse lines are bigger. So if a character hears your pulse lines, yes, people can hear pulse lines. If people hear you, they'll come investigate. Some can be hostile and attack you on sight. Some will be friendly and ask for supplies, and I think that'll be it. I'll come back here tomorrow and clean this place out. Oh wait, Katya is back. So did anything happen over the night? Day 2. Tonight I had a really good haul. Look what I got. So, yeah, the night was calm. Cool. So she can continue on that. As you see, she's hungry and tired. He's no longer sick, but he's hungry. And he's hungry and tired as well. Okay, so he's gonna go... I'm gonna go build a stove. That's number 1 on the priority list. You can go check the radio. So yeah, first thing I'm gonna build a stove, because that provides heat, and yeah, I can cook on it. Let's build a stove. We'll put the stove in the kitchen. He's gonna go check the radio, see if there's any new news. I'm just gonna quickly flip through the radio, because if anything new comes up, it'll pop up on the left here. So nothing new there, nothing new there, and nothing new there. Okay. I guess after this she can go sleep, and I'll get him to clear out down there so you can go sleep. I can't make anything. Wow, okay. Looks like I need to get more wood tonight. Get him to clear that out. And I only have 2 pieces. From here I can make fuel out of components, which I don't advise because components are important, out of wood, and out of books. So I think that's gonna be it for this episode. It's a slow game. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. It's a slow game, so don't expect like fast-paced oh shit action. Well, that comes later as you get into more combat areas. No, not you. You sit. Like as you get weapons. Oh, hold on. Hold on. There's a trader. Let's get her because she has the bargaining skills, so she can get more out of items, I believe. Let's make a deal. Okay. Oh, he has no. Damn it. Okay. Give me 2 food and 5 wood. 6 wood. And while you're at it, give me 1 stack of components. 2 stacks. And in exchange, I will give you 2 electronic components, 1 book, 2 cigarettes, 4 sugar, 1 water, 1 part. Let's give him more electronics. Another book. Let's give herbs, because we don't really need herbs. Let's take that out and add herbs. Okay. Deal. And you can leave now. With herbs, you can make herbal medicine and tobacco. See if we can actually go build something now. But yeah, after this, I think that'll be it for the episode. Ooh, I can build stuff. I'm gonna build a metal workshop. It's a slow game, so you know, not a lot's gonna happen per episode. And if you like it, you should go check it out on Steam. I think it's only like $15. It's pretty cheap. Tons and tons of replayability because it's random every time. And that's locked. Okay. And well, this has been this war of mine. I'm definitely gonna do more episodes of this. Unlike Dark Souls, that game's actually too difficult for me. It was a bad idea on my part to try and do anything with that. It's both too difficult for me, and it's really long if I play the DLCs, which I plan on doing. So yeah, Dark Souls is gonna be on hiatus for a bit until I practice a bit at that, or see if I can get better at it. Then I'll start recording just to make things go smoothly for you guys. And other than that, expect to see more of this. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch a lot more, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I've been Shadowslipe, and this has been This War of Mine. See you guys later. Have a nice day.